Hello and greetings. This is ETV Special Edition with your host Aseko Mugeta. According to data from Ethiopian Coffee and Tea Authority, there are around 5 million coffee growers here in Ethiopia. 25 million people benefit from the processing and the farming of coffee here in Ethiopia. 30% of Ethiopian coffee export and revenue come from the coffee production and processing. According to, again, data from Ethiopian Coffee and Tea Authority, Ethiopia, within the last 4 months alone, gained around 526 million revenue from coffee export alone. And it has set up a site or a plan of getting 2 billion USD by the end of this Ethiopian fiscal year. In order to talk about this and many more, I've sat down with the general manager of the largest coffee producing and processing cooperative in Africa, that is the Oromia Coffee Producers Cooperative Union, that is the general manager Dejene Dadi. I've stayed with him, and do stay with us and stay with ETV English. Dejene Dadi, General Manager of Oromia Farmers Cooperative Union. Thank you for blessing us with your time.
Thank you very much for your invitation for this kind of just dialogue. Thank you very much.
So the first question goes like this. This Oromia Coffee Farmers Union is so unique that it gives 70% of its profit back to the cooperatives. And the cooperatives, again, give 70% of the profit to the farmers, the large number of farmers. Tell me about the inception and the progress of this amazing union.
I think when you come to cooperative, it is nature, because cooperative is not working not only for profit. Cooperative is working for working in economic benefit of the farmers, also social. We are working also social impact. Also, we are working environmentally responsive activities. Because of this, when you come to economic benefit of the farmers, by its nature, when our farmers come to cooperative, what they get, they present their coffee for primary cooperative. Primary cooperative, they pay according to the market in that time. After that, also the primary cooperative brings the coffee to our union. Also, we pay according to the price in coffee and the tea authority, and above that one. When you come to the payment for dividend for end of the year, the cooperative, after they close their account, they pay dividend. This is already on the cooperative proclamation. We cooperative paying 70% of their profits, they pay back for each individual farmers according to the contribution. That means according to his bringing coffee to the union or to the primary cooperative. Also, our union also pay dividend after we are exporting the coffee. Also, from our net profit, we pay 70% dividend, also pay back to the primary cooperative. Not only this, also I think our union, there are 3 markets. One is specialty coffee, the second one is premium coffee, the third one is conventional. Our union is selling 90% of its export by premium and the specialty coffee. This means we also get additional payment from this special market. For example, when it comes to the premium, we get additional payment. We have around 9 certificates. This fair trade, organic, RFA, bird-friendly, cafe practice for Starbucks, SPP. There are many, including carbon credit. We have this 9 certificate. From this one, for example, we sell 1 coffee, maybe also. Sometimes we sell with 3 certificates. That means it's almost double the price. For this premium, all the premiums go to the farmers. Also, the farmers get 3 times. We made 3 times payment, except fair trade. When you come to fair trade is according to its procedure. From all money we get from fair trade, 25% for training of the farmers because of consistency. Also, they must work on quality and others. 70% they put on project. Project means in that community, what's the problem in the community? If, for example, if a school, it's community service for health care, for many projects, according to their decision, we develop that project.
That's amazing. How many farmers are included in this cooperative?
In this cooperative, 407 primary cooperative and 586,157 coffee farmers.
It's a lot of numbers of farmers included in this 70% of profit that you are giving them. That's truly amazing. I'm really proud that this export material is getting us all the benefits, especially the foreign currency that we need right now. And whenever we talk about the other success story that the Coffee and Tea Authority has came up with, in the last 4 months alone, the Coffee and Tea Authority stated that 526 million USD has been garnered as an export revenue from coffee alone. That's a success story. So how is your cooperative doing to that end? And there is this plan by the Coffee and Tea Authority in order to get 2 billion USD by the end of this fiscal year of Ethiopia. Do you think that's feasible?
I think, yes, yesterday, I think I read from the website of Coffee and the Tea Authority. I think according to the plan, I think they late. Yeah, the plan is 2 billion. I think for 4 months performance of the sun, maybe they didn't. I think they didn't achieve the goal. In this year, what's happened? Last year, the coffee price is New York price very good. It's very interesting. We are enjoying last year, but when it comes to this year, now the New York price is down. Maybe I think if Coffee and the Tea Authority, their plan is assumption of last year, maybe they didn't achieve. When it comes to productivity, our productivity Ethiopian coffee, when compared to last year, I think it's increased almost 10%. In productivity, we are good. When it comes to Ethiopian coffee, our contribution in world coffee is around 4%. We are price receiver, not price setter. Because of this, I have a doubt. Maybe in volume, we can achieve the goal, but in value, maybe, I don't know. It's maybe not.
Okay, tell me about the contribution of this cooperative, because you have got 65% of the coffee production from Oromia region.
As a region, Oromia is contributing around 65% of coffee come from our region. When you come to our union, we are working in niche market. Our union working in niche market because of many problems. We didn't achieve much contribution to this to export, because when you see last year our performance is not good because of many reasons. One is smuggling, coffee price. There are many things. Yeah, we are focused in, as I said previously, we are focused on specialty and premium coffees. We are focusing on that. We are focusing in niche market. Because of this, maybe our contribution is not much. It's not much when you compare to the total amount of 2 billion. Yeah, it's not so much. But we are trying. Especially, we are working, focusing in goodwill of Ethiopian coffee. Goodwill of Ethiopian coffee. Yeah, we are specifically our market is there. Yeah.
What should the government do in order to regulate and manage these irregular markets, which are interfering to the regular ones?
I think when we come to the government, I think the government doing many things. For example, when we come to development of coffee production, the government is doing amazing work, especially in coffee. There are new seedlings is planted for last 3 years. I think also the increasement of 10% is also, I think it is that contribution. The other thing also, Oromia Tea and Authority, Oromia Agricultural Bureau, we are working collaboratively. Also our union, we are working with Jimma University with new seedling. We are distributing, yeah. We are changing the old crop. Also, the old crop is pruning as a government. It's worked many things. Also, our contribution is significant. When it comes to the others, for example, there are regulations. There are many regulations. In Ethiopia, I think they have good regulation, but when you come to implementation, there is a problem. Especially last year, smuggling, many things is happening. I think in this year, for sure, as I am also close to Ethiopian Tea and Coffee Authority, they are doing many things, especially now in this new feature, they are also digitalized. The receiving, the movement of the coffee, that's also a problem. Starting from the district up to the warehouse, they are doing many works also. They are developing a solution for implementing this one. I think if they are doing that one, I think we will see improvement in this year. Yeah. That's
a good one. So going forward, one of the challenges and the impediments of coffee production, especially the specialty exportable coffee production, is the traditional artisanal kind of farming and processing coffee here in Ethiopia. So is there any change now with the revenue and with the export material that we have got now? Or what are you doing to the control of the quality of the coffee that we are exporting to the rest of the world?
I think as a union, we are known in quality. When we say in specialty, when we say premium, when we get premium price, that is based on quality. I think in quality, also our members, they know when we are buying, we take only based on the quality. Also, we have extension department in our union. This extension department have also, there are also quality division, also extension support, also certification. This division is working in quality, on certification, on extension. Because of this, in quality, we are working in good way. If we are just, our qualities drop, we lose our market. We lose additional payment because of this. Also the farmers, they know, also we know, also our buyers, they know this thing. We are known with quality. When you come to as a country, maybe no one is running for quality because they sell the coffee in conventional or commercial market. Because of this, I think it needs work. I see there are some there is some private farmers. they are working good job in quality. Yeah, I know closely. I think in that way they good in quality. I think in future, if we are staying in coffee, we must work on quality.
That's a good projection. So the other issue that is trending now is the climate change and its effects. So with the warm weather, that is desert weather coming up, climate change has changed the true natural taste of coffee and the volume of production of coffee. So what are you trying to mitigate the challenge of climate change as a union, as a cooperative?
Yes, this really is a serious problem. I think as research shows that in 2050, maybe the coffee belt. The coffee belt is known also in Asia, in Ethiopia, Brazil, and others. We are in coffee belt. That means the countries which are producing coffee now is maybe in 2050 the productivity is increasing to 50%, decreasing to 50%. Really, when we see in Brazil, already they see the effect. Also, when we come to Ethiopia, also we are seeing the change. The climate change is, we are producing Arabica. Arabica by itself is very sensitive for climate change. Because of this, the productivity, the quality is affecting. Also, difficult to control the pest. Also, the rainfall is disturbed. Also, when we come to also coffee, Ethiopian coffee is grown under shade. Under shade. Maybe if including also deforestation, maybe I believe that maybe we are losing in 2050 50% of our coffee productivity. Because of this, our union is already we are working in coffee. We have no any business. We are concerned for this coffee. We are working in climate change. Especially we are working with Addis Ababa University in climate change. That means we are distributing cook stove. That means, as you know, that our farmers, they use fuel by cutting forest. That means already we are losing the shelter for our coffee. Because of this, we are working in cook stove project in around Gimbi. In this project, we are already working in carbon emission. Also, for us, it's also additional income. It's additional income. Up to now, we are audited that project only for one zone. We are getting around 44,000 metric ton of carbon. We are selling this carbon in 1 million euro. In up to 2019. For 2020 and 2021, it's not audited. And now it's under audit. Maybe also if this one is audited, we are also getting better payment for the farmers. When we come to climate change, even our farmers, they use open fire. When they use open fire, even the ladies, when they are making injera, if their hand is burning, their leg is burning, because of this cook stove is or a closed cook stove. Because of this, it saves 70% of the energy. Also, that means also it decreases the frequency of the ladies to collect wood fire. This means even the ladies, they get many benefit. For example, that in open fire, the carbon is affect their respiratory problem, is for their eye, for health. Even their home is very dirty. Because of this, the farmer even they get benefited from this one. Also, in addition to this, when we sell this carbon, also we are selling through fair trade. The farmers also getting additional benefits. What we are doing, also they pay back dividend for 70%. Also dividend they get also from this one. This dividend go to each house according to their contribution. Because of this, even this one is we are diversifying. for each household. Because of this, I think even our General Assembly believed in this project. In this year, we expand our project to also to Guji East and West Guji, also to Jimma area, to Banno Badalle, to Ilubabur. We expand this project also. I am also participating in US, in Boston, in World Specialty Coffee. I'm a panelist on climate change, a future without coffee. Also, I'm a panelist there. I think we are doing good works.
Awesome. So there is this trend by the government and your cooperative as well, in order to create such an amazing coffee forest. What's that entailing with the sustainability of coffee production and climate change as well?
In each cooperative, we have a demonstration area for multiplying with selected seed. They have plot land of duplication areas. We are in that area also. We are distributing for farmers also indigenous trees, which have helped for the shade for coffee. Also, not only selected seed. We are working with that one. Also, we are working also in international companies with Climate Academy. There are many which is concerned about climate change. Also, as a government, also our government doing many things for the last 3 years. We are working many things for sure. I think as much as possible, we will manage the climate change, specifically for coffee area. We are working in that way.
That's something that we need, as coffee is getting us a lot of revenue in export materials. So one of the challenges that I've read from the page of Ethiopian Coffee and Tea Authority is, although we have 5 million producers of coffee, only 12% of the coffee Arabica is ready for export. This means there is a challenge with the production and productivity of coffee. That's related to the issue of something that I want your answer of. That is related to the value addition. How is your cooperative doing in value adding, be it in setting up a cup of specialty cup of coffee competition, being in packaging, be it also in digitizing the payment systems? What are you doing in that regard?
In value addition, of course, we are, Ethiopia is exporting almost 99% is green coffee. Only around 1% we are exporting value added products. I think our union also, we are thinking ahead. We are starting to export this roasted and grind coffee to Middle East, also Africa, for also for local market. As you know, Ethiopia consume almost 50% for our local consumption. Because of this, if you are just enjoying this market, also we get additional income for our union. Because of this, we start this one is with a big capacity. Our roasting machine is very big. I think in Ethiopia is the biggest roasting machine. We start this one last year. Also, we try to also export this one to US market as a trial. But our main focus is in Africa and the Middle East, because the competition is tough. Also, we are competing with our buyers in the same market. Because of this, we try to work in Africa, in local, and the Middle East. We are stretching to do that activity.
The payment system also.
Yeah, the payment, yes. One of the problem, we have no any loan problem in this year. Thank you to our bank, to Oromia Cooperative Bank. It's our bank. We are major shareholder there. We get loan 2.9 billion. Yeah, still now we have no any problem to get loan. But the problem is to get this loan to individual farmers. As you know, each bank taking the paper money by vehicle. That one is its own risk, high risk. Even moving the paper money is high risk. Even there is a liquidity problem. Because of this, to manage this one, we are working to UN company, better than cash. I just discuss with them with this issue. Also, we discuss with our bank. We are in this year, we are mapping to Cooperative. We start to digitalize the payment system to individual farmers. In this digital payment, not only for payment, we are working in traceable coffee. Because of this, our buyer, they want to know which coffee the coffee is coming from where to specific. Also, we are working in supply chain, starting from the farmer up to end user. Because of this, we are also working in that one. Not only this one, we are implementing ERP to our head office. I think in this year, our plan is to non-paper activity in our head office. So we are stretching to digitalize all our payment system, also connection with farmers, because digitalization is also our main issue. Even when we are just auditing for in this certification, each plot land of farmers is already captured with coordination. Also, when the auditors they come, they want to check that one. If we digitalize that one, even for us, it doing ease of working for audited also. It's audited, they come from abroad, and we are paying each amount of, it have its own cost. Maybe if you are digitalize all these things, they can audit remotely from where they are.
True, true. That's a good projection, and that's a good work from the cooperative as well. So whenever we talk about new markets, there's a growing new market for Ethiopian coffee Arabica from China. And these new markets are a good thing as well as a challenge for you guys. So how are you leveraging these new markets, be it in the Middle East, in the West, or the center? How are you leveraging that to the best interest of the farmers in the cooperative as well?
I think our main buyers is number one is US, number two Germany, and also Australia, including New Zealand. We have addressing 26 countries, around 91 companies. Previously, China is as a nation, they are tea drinker. Yeah, now I think coffee is take off that tea. I think it is good opportunity. Even as I said, we are working in premium coffee and specialty coffee. Nowadays, China is coming to the leading, even to this specialty coffee. Yeah, the leading buyers. For us, previously the Chinese buying this commercial coffee, they are not our attention. Now we give special attention. Previously, Japan, South Korea, they are using this specialty coffee. Now Chinese take off to that stage. Also, it's amazing, even the coffee in world, the coffee consumption increasing 2.2% for each year. I think also in the plan is forecasted as get from the research, starting from 2022 to 2027, the world market is increasing around 7.6%. But when you come to China, even in 1 year, the demand increasing 15%, 15% per year. This is amazing. I think in the future also, China market is good for us, even for roasted. I think we are trying to work with close to Alibaba, because even for our roasted coffee, we will get a special market also in Chinese market. That is our potential. Yeah.
That's a good hope. That's a good projection, and yeah, that's a good hope for your cooperative, for the farmers as well. So this is my final question. According to a data from the Ministry of Education, 42% of newly graduate students are jobless here in Ethiopia. And the overall unemployment rate here in Ethiopia is 20%. So what are you doing to that end? What are you doing as a cooperative, as a union, in order to minimize this number in a great manner? And how are you doing with the creation of job as a union?
Yes, I think this is true. When I just travel to different cooperative farmers, previously you didn't get who is graduated from university, all they come to the cities, the city. Nowadays, I get engineers, already graduate from universities. Many youths are just stay with their family. I think this is very painful for us. Because of this, our unions, as I said, we are socially responsible. Even when we come to our carbon project, we are working with youth and with women in that project. Of course, in each of our projects, 70% is women, because we are also concerned for women. 70% is women. In that women, also there is graduated girls in that project. In this project, we are getting training for these users, for engineers and other things. What we are doing, this cook stove is made in locally there in the community. We are using this use to produce these cook stoves. Because of this, we are there, we are creating job opportunity for the youth. They are just expanding this one. We are giving them good margin to distribute this cook stove. Within this one, we try to address the youth in the village. Also, not all this on carbon. In carbon projects, we are around in Bale. There is coffee husk. That one is already minor amount of the coffee husk they use for manure. Unless otherwise they give fire to burn that one. That is also affecting the environment. Because of this, we are bringing new technology, machine, which is compacted that husk and changing to bicarbonize that one, or change to the charcoal. In that project, of course, we are just 120 youths and women is participating. That one is as a pilot. I think we are just checking that one. That is good. Even that product they can use for industries, for different industries. Also, we have hope to also disseminate this project to other areas. Also, when we come to our roasting coffee, of course, we are opening 2 cafes in Bole International, also 2 shops in the city, just to see how we are doing good coffee. In the future, we are not doing this cafe services, because we want to leave this one for the youth. I think if the youth is organized and legalized, maybe also we want to do something for this youth. For example, branding that one. Also, we want to connect also with the bank. Also, I think also Cooperative Bank of Oromia are willing to do in this project. Also, Oromia Tourism is also, they are giving their willingness to work on that one. I think in future, in each city, we want to give this opportunity for the youth, because tourism and the coffee go together. Because of this, we try. We are coffee consuming countries. Sure. This is also a good opportunity for the youth. That is our next plan. It's almost we started that one. We want to do that one in big scale.
Any final message? Any answers?
My final message: we are working to help the farmers. If the farmer is not getting a better price, maybe the farmer is not continue to work with the coffee, because they have many options. One is, for example, if you are just even the pharmacy dismantle the coffee and they put chat. Even the environment of chat and the coffee is almost the same environment, because from the chat, maybe even minimum they harvest within a year 3 times the farmer harvest. Because of this, we give good price for coffee. We must support farmers to continue with coffee. Also, we use quality coffee. This is my message. In the city, our union is opening cafes, but we are just selling one co product. Already we are coming to market. I just invite to enjoy coffee. Our coffee is very organic. They enjoy. If they buy our coffee, they support our farmers. Thank you very much.
You are very welcome, Dejene Dadi, General Manager of the largest coffee cooperative in Africa, that is the Oromia Coffee Farmers Cooperative Union. Thank you for blessing us with your time again.
Thank you very much, Jure. Thank you.
Well, that's all that we've got for you in this special edition. We have talked about coffee, the climate change, and issues related to everything that we can get out of the coffee export from Ethiopia to the farmers, with the general manager of the largest coffee farmers cooperative, that is the Oromia Coffee Producers Cooperative Union. Thank you for staying with us, and do stay tuned for more from ETV English.